Welcome to my presentation on JeanSisters. A short time ago, I fell in love with social enterprise as a business model. It is not a regular business, nor is it a charity. Social enterprise lays somewhere in between. It is a for-profit business which does good in the world by supporting a cause. Through my research, I quickly realized that women and social enterprise are a match made in heaven. Was I choosing social enterprise, or was it selecting me? Women have long struggled to be treated as equals in business ventures. However, social enterprise is seen as a field in which women can thrive, especially as they are naturally more nurturing and community-minded. It is also an easier environment to attract funding, so it does seem that women and social entrepreneurship are made for each other. Hi, I'm Angela Liza. I'm a fashion designer these days, but I'm also a girl from the bush, having grown up in rural Queensland. I have a fantastic concept product of Australian-made horse riding jeans for women that could have been enough to launch a successful fashion label, but I wanted my business to mean something. I wanted to be super excited to spend my time on my business and to fulfill my life purpose. So I thought about the change I wanted to see in the world, what example I wanted to set for my children, and what defines success for me. It came down to one thing. My mission is freedom. And for me, freedom is choice. The ability to choose what I do with my limited, finite time in this brief life. The singular thing in our current system, which creates more choice than anything else, is financial freedom. This is a cause close to my heart because as a single mother, I have suffered the shame and depression and hopelessness that lack of financial sovereignty can bring. So I started thinking, how can I help rural people, my people? How can I help rural Australians achieve financial resilience, the freedom of choice, the freedom from severe financial hardship, and the mental health problems it can bring? Imagine a scenario with me. You're a fourth-generation farmer, gambling big sums of money on the weather, facing ever-increasing land taxes and smaller profit margins. You watched your parents labor their whole lives to leave you with the opportunity to be a landowner. Now it seems the odds are stacked against you. The promise of life getting better with time and hard work paying off in the end seems empty. The legacy of your ancestors is slipping through your fingers. You cannot see a future where your children can viably run the family farm. The shame, the guilt that it will be on your watch that the farm is lost forever. So you drive to a distant paddock with only one thought: to end the dark hopelessness, the guilt and shame in your heart. Now your family who is left behind is grieving your passing, facing the loss of their home, and the stigma of an undignified, untimely death in the family, and their inheritance, crushing debt. This scenario is all too familiar. The challenge to maintain family-owned farmland is prevalent enough that a hugely popular TV series, Yellowstone, you may have heard of it, was created to highlight the struggle. Shocking statistics show that suicide continues to be one of the most tragic elements of rural life in Australia. There are many challenges that dissuade seeking help with mental health. Even when a person does reach out for help, often the correct solution is not provided. It is a problem of a human with an unmet basic need, and drugs are not the answer. Our aim is to alleviate financial distress before it gets to crisis point. We are seeking a different solution entirely. Now, let's imagine a new scenario. In this story, young rural people are encouraged, educated, and funded to start their own entrepreneurial journeys. Rather than traditional farming activities being the only source of income, people are supported to create passive streams of income, leveraging their land and their idyllic rural lifestyle. This kind of help has a positive flow-on effect in the community, particularly if social ventures are encouraged. The opportunities that exist through digital technology to create a business reaching customers across vast distances is unprecedented in history. No longer does living in a remote, isolated location have to be a disadvantage in business. What we are advocating is financial freedom, which we define as when your passive income exceeds your expenses. In this scenario, you are no longer trading time for money or relying on the weather for your income. We believe with the right education and support, the deep ingrained integrity and generosity of country Australians is a gift waiting to be opened. We are excited to see what innovation is hiding in the practical and widely skilled people of the bush. We subscribe to the idea that business has a far greater capacity than charity to improve people's lives. Inspired by the success of microfinance, we wish to see an ongoing change towards financial freedom and empowerment. We want to give budding entrepreneurs a chance not offered by governments or banks. The people we'll be targeting with our marketing is young women aged 18 to 34. However, no rural person will be excluded based on gender or age. Women are targeted because they are generally more likely to found a social enterprise than men, and young people because they are more likely to embrace the freedom that a scalable, digitized business can provide. Our aim is simple: to encourage women-centered innovation and entrepreneurial drive in rural communities. So, who are we? JeanSisters is an independent support social enterprise that transforms broken-in cowgirl jeans into premium upcycled denim. 100% of our profits fund training programs that empower rural communities with financial resilience. We think this is a fun and unique initiative with scope for big impact in the Australian bush. Our jeans start as Australian-grown cotton, milled into high-quality denim and manufactured in Australia. They are authentically worn in and distressed by real cowgirls, then traded in for store credits. Next, the jeans are professionally refurbished by our partner in Melbourne with visible mending. And lastly, they are offered to urban customers as a unique, stylish, and sustainable product. Trend forecasting agency WGSN says Western themes are fueled by the rising popularity of country music. This is the fastest growing music genre in the US. And our research also shows a growing market for upcycled denim products. The global upcycled denim market is projected to reach over $800 million by 2031. With an initial investment of $15,000, we project significant growth, leading to sustainable profits and expanded community programs. The capital raised from each manufacturing run of jeans is approximately $5,600. This is set to increase as more products are added to the scheme. Overall, our strengths outnumber our weaknesses, all of which can be overcome with marketing, storytelling, and credibility built over time. There are three main concepts which we have used as case studies to frame our idea. For Phase 2, the APC Butler program in Paris has an upcycled denim initiative where worn-in jeans are traded in for resale. For Phase 3, there is a program named Wire, which provides training and support for our target clients, and we see huge potential to work closely with them. But there is a gap in Australia for startup funding. The Amber Grants provides $30,000 every month to selected female business startups in the USA, and there are several grants available for different industries in Australia, but none that specifically support startups with small to medium-sized ventures with the initial cost to get going. We propose to fill this gap by providing mentorship, referrals to existing services, low-interest loans to commercial business models, and grants which do not need to be paid back to social ventures. We are partnering with Many Rivers and Kickstarter for funding, media outlets like Grazy Her and Sunrise for organic marketing, and to get the jeans manufactured, Australian businesses like Vince Clothing and Remote Equipment Repairs in Melbourne. JeanSisters isn't just another denim brand. It's a social enterprise built to solve a problem. Rural communities face higher mental health risks. JeanSisters helps fund financial resilience and empowerment, which is a major factor in mental health in the bush. We exist to spark a movement where purpose presides over profits and social enterprises shape a future rich in meaning and impact. By choosing JeanSisters, customers aren't just buying jeans, they're contributing to a movement. We are asking for an initial funding of $15,000. Pledges can be made via our Kickstarter campaign. Sign up now to be notified when the campaign kicks off. We are here to create real change, one pair of jeans at a time. Thank you for listening.